Hello? Hello, can y'all hear me? I don't know what happened in the first one. I think I got kicked off. Let me know if y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, say something in the chat. Whoever's watching. No, no one can hear me. Hello? Hey, hey, BX Press. Can you hear me? Tony, what's going on? Wow. Can you hear me? Let me just type. Oh, okay, okay. What's going on? How you doing? Okay, thank you, BX Press. How's everyone doing? Whoever's in here. Tony, it's good to see you. What's going on? Say something. I'm about to invite you to talk to me on camera. What? Oh, hey, Jules Petty. Oh yeah, yeah. We all gotta work with the foolishness. Um. So apparently, when I went live a couple of minutes ago, I just gotta. I violated community guidelines because I didn't put an actual title to my video, so they probably gonna cut this one off unless I can change the title. But I don't know where to do that. Uh, that's crazy. All I put was title. Anyway, Yeah. So okay. So B Express says all is well. Jules Petty. So you're actually off work. That's good because I'm hearing like people that aren't off work and then people that are. So yeah, I guess it depends on your profession. What have I been up to? We haven't talked in years. I can't answer that on here. We have to have a conversation. How's everything with you and the family? How's everything going? Well, we just have to talk. We have to talk and catch up because I'll have a million questions for you. So, what do y'all think about the foolishness? All of what's going on. Mm. Oh, okay? So you driving concrete trucks? That's crazy. I was parked behind one of those for like 15 minutes earlier today, and I kind of backed up because I'm like looking at the thing twirl. I'm like, you know what? I've seen videos to where there were accidents and somebody's car ended up with cement like all over. Yeah. So I backed up a little bit. I'm glad everyone is doing well. We have to catch up though for real. Off of this. Jules Petty says I'm in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and it's slowly starting to turn into a ghost town day by day. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of like that already. Um it's weird. Like I don't know, I'm still out here every day, all day, but it's weird. It's a weird feeling. And I don't know. You said they planned this. I'm not going to disagree with that. Jules says I'm more concerned about what's not being said. I totally feel you on that. I've been having conversations with different people, and my take on it is it's always, hey, everyone look this way. So right now it's like everyone look this way at the coronavirus. Wow, everyone's looking that way. It's stuff going on over here. And I'm always the one looking in the opposite direction of where everyone else is looking. So I feel you on that, Jules. BX says it went from the Wuhan virus to novel COVID-19. So, okay, so the the term Wuhan virus, that wasn't a joke. That was like a real title for it. Because from my understanding, I thought it was a joke because of the fact that it started in China, and I thought that they were saying Wuhan as like a joke. But I have not sat down and watched anything, like no news clips, no nothing. So everything has been just like pieces of what I've been hearing from different people, but I haven't sat to actually take in what they're saying about any of this because I'm just like, I just don't want to. Like, I just feel like I'm gonna be listening like, I don't believe it. It's more to it. Tony says we are about to go into martial law. A couple of people have said that to me, that that's what they feel. I mean, it is a good setup for that. I will say that. It's a good setup. Yeah. Maybe I should, like just for the sake of being able to engage better in conversation, maybe I should listen to something or, do a little bit of research on this. But I don't know. It's just something in my spirit that's just like, don't, just don't. Just continue to do what you're doing and just don't get into it. Hey, Rogue Scholar. People are in fear of the unknown. Oh yeah, that's a always. That is a always. Mm-hmm. Rogue Scholar says nothing spreads faster than fear. Oh, I forgot I can put y'all comments on the screen. I should have been doing that. Yeah, they shut down the casino. Some schools are shut down for the rest of the year. The rest of the year? What? Like until 2021? Really? You're telling everybody to quarantine themselves in their homes for 2 weeks. We're right on the cusp of it. Yeah, maybe I really should like look into it because I want to be able to talk about this the way y'all talking about it. Let's see. There is a high level for virology. There's a high level for virology. I hope I'm saying that right. Lab in Wuhan is a variant of SARS. SARS, a variant of HIV. I don't even know how to respond to that. That sounds very much out of my league. So 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 COVID-19 isn't like a relative of the flu virus, or is it? And then SARS is also connected to that, which would make HIV like I don't know. I have no idea what what's going on. So help me understand. Um, Be Express, you've been doing some research. I need to get on your level. Tony says, oh, let me just. When you put people in fear, they don't think and react in an unhuman way. I promise you, I've been having these conversations, saying the same things. Two, two, 2 to 3 more weeks will be rioting, most likely. SARS comes from bats. Okay, I heard that COVID-19 comes from bats. So, with you saying SARS is related to COVID-19, then I guess that makes sense. Goodness. See, this is why I just can't. Like, I can't even sit myself down to take in this stuff. I can't. It's just something that is like, don't invest your energy into it. But it's kind of hard not to be still aware of it because of how it's affected the whole atmosphere that you live in. It's crazy. The main things they are saying to buy is canned goods, tissue, soaps, hand sanitizer, and frozen goods. Okay. Yeah, I did see a clip on YouTube to where people were they were like going crazy over tissue. And I was just confused because I'm like, why? Like what? Why is tissue? What is it about tissue that is like number one on the list to get in a situation like this? I was trying to figure out what was said, if something was said in the media, or like, did Trump say something, like what was put out there to make people run to the store to buy up all of the tissue? So confusing. Someone help me with that one. If you have the answer to that, help me to understand. Yeah, and the hand sanitizer thing, I don't know. I had someone ask me if I had hand sanitizer, and I had to like politely let them know, like, I'm an adult first and foremost. I've been washing my hands multiple times a day and scrubbing my nails. Like, keep my nails clean, keep my hands washed throughout the day. I don't feel like this situation is gonna, I don't think hand sanitizer is gonna make me any more protected from this so-called virus. If I'm supposed to get this thing, then I don't think hand sanitizer is gonna stop it from getting me. But I don't know. I don't know. This is just a lot. Let's see. Oh, like 5 different things just popped up. Okay, where are we at? Okay. Oh, and water, yeah. Okay, so they're also rerouting people from coming to the emergency room, so they tell them to stay home for 2 weeks. And if you have serious symptoms, they're giving out they're giving out hotlines, or they're telling people to call the hotline if they have serious symptoms. So what does that do? Like, you get on the phone and you have serious symptoms of COVID-19, and is it support? Is it like, does someone pray for you on the other end? Like, what's happening with the hotlines? There have been a lot of business owners who have stepped down. Hmm. I mean, you mean like for good? Like, just gave up on their business completely? Because I've definitely seen a lot of businesses closed around here. Because it's like, what's the point if people aren't able to, go into restaurants and bars and, congregate, have their drinks, have their food, is gonna, people aren't just out shopping for, clothes and electronics. You're not going to get a lot of people that are focused on that throughout the week during the day. And even, like at nighttime, like, it's just not going to be, it's not worth it, for a lot of businesses to stay open. Even a lot of restaurants are like, look, even though we could get business from the carry outs and the deliveries, is really no point. The scary thing is if that breaks, scary thing is if that breaks real, it came on St. It came on St. Patrick's Day. Oh, so are you saying that, Jules Petty, are you saying that they made the announcement? What was that? First of all, what's today? Is this, I don't even know what day it is. Oh my God. Excuse me. Sorry. I don't know what day it is. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? It's Wednesday. So what was it? Sunday? Was that Sunday that they? Oh wait, no. It says St. Patrick's Day was yesterday. So okay, maybe I'm not understanding what you're saying, but I kind of am. But I don't know. Let's see. Uh, Bill Gates, Walt Disney CEO, UPS. What? Look, y'all making me want to turn on the television and just get updated. But then I don't know. I don't know. I have so much resistance to like. I don't know. I am in conflict with myself because I'm like, should I participate in humanity right now and at least know what's going on? Bill Gates, Walt Disney CEO, UPS CEO have all stepped down. And like what, like for what? Like isn't this, aren't they supposed to be like reopening everything at the beginning of April, or has that changed? I don't know. Man, I am in conflict. They told them to buy all of this because of quarantine that is supposed to be going down. Right? D- Dermals, pandemics, you'll see most toiletries, dairy products, and water go fast. Yeah, I've been to a few stores, and definitely no tissue. It's no tissue. What's beans, like canned goods, are pretty much gone. Um, because I didn't really go in there looking for a whole lot of stuff. I had trouble finding green peppers. I'm still trying to get my hands on some green peppers. But everything else, like I stocked up on spinach. I got loads of water. But that's just what I naturally have. So it's like I haven't gone to the store for this situation, but just to get like basic stuff, and I was able to get majority of what I wanted, but like the tissue is really gone. Um, and I'm good on everything else. I don't need no dairy products, baby wipes, none of that. Um, I don't know. They're also saying that a good way that is spreading is through fecal matter and saliva. It's airborne, and they're also saying it can live on the surface for about 7 hours. I just feel like as humans, weren't we always contagious? Like, weren't we all? Like there have always been like nasty, nasty people. People that just, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm being ignorant. I could just be like, I could be being super ignorant right now. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't personally feel threatened by this. Like, I don't feel like there's anything different from what has already been going on. And I feel like the people who are going to attract this disease into their life, this virus, it has something to do with the way that they have been taking care of themselves as an individual. I feel like if your immune system is up to par, and like each person knows what they have been doing in life and what they do on a daily basis. And I just feel like if you've been taking care of yourself, listening to your body, and paying attention to your inner guidance, I don't know. I just feel like the fear of all of this doesn't apply. And that particular situation won't affect you because we're all exposed to germs and viruses and the flu and the cold, and like we're exposed to that all the time, just from when we regularly go into a store, or if we're just, if people go to restaurants or bars or whatever, like we're always exchanging some type of information from another person, you know? So I don't know. I don't know. More people died from regular flu this season than this novel man-made virus. Main killer of people are hospital and yeah, yeah, that's the way that I'm looking at this. It's, I feel like I was talking to someone the other day and I'm like, is coronavirus, is that doing more damage than what cancer has been doing for decades now? Like, where is the where are the bodies lined up that have succumbed from the coronavirus? Like, I know that other countries are like having major issues, but I don't know. I just don't feel the I just don't resonate with it. I don't resonate with what they're saying. And I agree with you, B Express, like it's other things. And I feel like, just like for instance, people that are sick from some other disease and then their immune system gets so weakened that they get hit with pneumonia or the flu and then that takes them out. I feel like the coronavirus is like that. Again, if a person has a very weak immune system, then okay, the coronavirus can hit you and take you out. Like, I resonate with that more so than, oh, like, people really need to be quarantined, because this thing has been around for months now, even though they're just now saying that there are cases in America as of recent. How do we know that? Like, how do we know that the coronavirus was not already circulating in America? And now, because they're saying something and they're pushing it down our throats in the media every day, every second of the day, it's like, oh, now everyone needs to panic. Like, I don't know. I'm just not buying it. Regardless of what's going on, I know it's being handled horribly. This is nuts, messy, sloppy, dirty. Yeah. At this point, Walmarts are closing down for a day to restock. Wow. Well, my mother's going to be happy about that, because she definitely went to Walmart last night and was not able to get any tissue. None. So, Walmart has transferred $40 million from the company account to their personal. What? A lot of systems are breaking down. A lot of 2027 stuff I've been noticing. Yeah, Rhodes Scholar, you already know. 2027. That's been like the main theme in my mind with all of this. I'm like, wow, look at all of this. Look at what's going on here. We got 7 years left. And this is how the beginning of the last 7-year cycle, before we step into this new era, this is how it's kicking off. I feel you. We on the same page. The stock market will be closing next. Tony. Tony, you got the scoop. You got the scoop on all of this. Like, every time I click your name, it's like you got wow. That's why I've been staying outside. I be outside every day, all day. This is my first time like really sitting down on a computer. And as you can see, I'm outside. Like, I'm in my car about to drive off somewhere. I am not sitting down. Let me put you up there. They basically didn't tell people to start closing stuff down till after St. Patrick's Day when it was already airborne and everybody was okay, I get you now. I get you now. Yeah. Cause when I was out over the weekend, I saw all of the green, green leaf clovers and all of the people in their green. And yeah. But even with it being St. Patrick's Day, in some areas, especially like here, it's like that's like a norm. It's a norm for people to get together and get on that level. Get on that alcohol level. So let me see. Yes, Jules Petty. I agree. I'm gonna I'm gonna sit down and do a little research just to get up to speed because y'all giving me all of the information. All these victims, but where are they burying? Right. Exactly. Where are? Yes, I said the same thing. I said the same thing. I said, okay, where are? Look, we got YouTube. As we can see, everyone is a YouTuber these days. Everyone is documenting, pulling out their phones. Everyone has something to say. Where are all of the people? And it could be that I just, they're out there, but I just haven't looked to see. But it's like YouTube can show you all of these recommendations, but it's like I haven't seen anything that is remotely close to someone or people individually talking about their experience with this or someone that they know, or it's like, where's the proof? But again, I gotta be real, and I haven't done any research to really look for the proof, but it's something in me that just feels like something should have surfaced. Like there should be, like, as much as they're talking about it, there should be at least half as many people putting out their own experiences or something. I don't know. But I feel you, BX Press. Yeah, and the celebrities, like when I heard Tom Hanks had it, I'm like, oh, y'all playing. This isn't. No, I'm just not. I think Idris Elba, I saw a headline on somebody did a YouTube video, and I saw a headline. I haven't watched it, but I saw that Idris Elba has it. Let's go to the next one. If you're clean and you're a recluse and you live in a rural area, you're probably good. But if you live in a city area, you might want to take heed to some of this. Well, I might be that guinea pig. Maybe, because I'm out here in a big city and I'm outside like all the time. And I'm coming into contact with lots of people every day. And I have been for every day for the last like 2.5 weeks straight. And nothing has changed in my energy levels, the way that I feel, nothing. So I'm going to use myself, and I'm going to see if with me being out here in this big city with a lot of people who aren't necessarily, up to par on their hygiene, I'm going to see what happens. But I don't know. It's something in me that doesn't want to just sit at home while all of this is going on. It's something in me that's not allowing me to do that. I don't know why, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, that's the right one. Daryl, hey, what's going on? Supposedly over 2,000 dead globally, but I have yet to see one funeral. Right. Yes. Or even to hear from any loved ones of the deceased. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Where are those people? Where is the proof? Oh, okay, Tony. Well, you got a lot of info. What is it? Is it just what's going on? Is it more is it more breaking news? Like, because it seems like they just hit you with a whole lot of stuff, like a list of new things. I don't know. Things aren't lining up with this. It's most it's mostly right now taking out the elderly and babies and people with severe medical ailments. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Mainly the elderly and people. Yeah, people with weakened immune systems and that already have like some type of major health issue going on. I haven't like really heard anything about any babies, but yeah, allegedly. You can't have a funeral. You are not to be in groups of more than 50. What? Tony. Come on, Tony. You can't have a funeral? Do you mean like coronavirus victims can't have a funeral? Or are you saying, are you saying that, they're not allowing just people in general to have funerals because you can't be in groups of more than 50? So like if there was a funeral going on right now, it would be like broken up because people are too close to each other and it's more than 50 people? I don't think I have the right personality to deal with this because I'm not really taking anything seriously. And I know it's people that are, that this is a serious thing for them. And I just feel like I don't have the. They're saying 2 weeks before I can show symptoms starts with dry throat, dry throat, sore throat turns. Okay. And then it turns into fevers. Okay. Okay. Well, I've been out here in these people's faces, all types of strangers, for over 2 weeks now. So I'm gonna see what happens to me because I'm not sitting in the house. Like I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I've been doing that all winter. Like I've been sitting still, being grounded all winter, and like my energy has been moving me to be out and moving around, and I'm loving it. Regardless of the fact that no one's outside, it's like, hey, I'll skip down the street all by myself. But I can't. They say that you can kill it in temperatures over 133 degrees Fahrenheit. Mm. Well, I don't know how we gonna do that one. If you if you are in it for over 15 minutes, 1 hour to recoup, then 15 more minutes in the 133. How is how is that happening, Tony? Like what how are explain that to me. I don't understand. Here in NYC, more people dying from synthetic. See that I don't have the right personality for this. Okay, be serious. Here in NYC, more people dying from synthetic heroin than any virus. Yes, corona is sensitive to heat and dies easily at certain degrees of heat. Okay. Nope, they have closed all large group settings. Churches closed. They closed the churches. Now that's a problem. They done closed the churches. That's an issue. That is a problem. That's a huge problem. If people cannot praise the Lord during these times in groups, that is a problem. Wow. Okay. I remain in peace. I do too. I do too. Earthing, yes. I don't even need to read the rest. Earthing. That's what it's about. Taking off those shoes on the grass or dirt may help fortify. Be express. We're on the same page. The virus can't leave in the heat. Sunlight kills it, but as you can see, we have no sunlight. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's been raining all day today. It was actually sunny yesterday, and I was out in it, running around. And it was sunny a few days before that too. We've had more sunlight than usual, but I looked at the weather for like the rest of the week, and we're not supposed to get too much. So, yeah. Okay, so that's where we're at. Okay, so this is all very interesting, and thank you everyone for informing me about what's going on. The vaccine with the chip is a main issue. Risky to take any of their. Yeah. So, because I know that's been like a thing, like the vaccinations and people being forced to take them and all of that. But did that is that something that has resurfaced, or like has it come up because of this issue, and it's like another level of pressure being put on people? Large cities are shutting down gatherings of 500 or more people. Hmm. I mean, after Tony saying that groups of 50 is being shut down, you know I'm surprised that even if it was like a group of 100 people in a large city, I'm surprised that they would let that get bigger into a group of 500. Um, I don't know. Tony, um, uh, do, I don't know. Do I have your? I don't know if I have your email. Matter of fact, just send me an email real quick. I just put it in the chat. Freeyourminddesign at gmail.com, and send me your info. Let me see. The information on this crisis is moving so fast because it literally just hit America, so it's kind of spreading out as we speak and spreading out fast, allegedly. Yeah, it sounds like it. Daryl, All I saw was unbothered. I am totally unbothered by this BS. I've never been more calm and at peace. I will not allow negative media hype to impact my energy. Yes, I remain at peace. Yes. Yes, Daryl. Not me personally, I was speaking generally. Okay. Yes, another level of pressure is and will come along with real ID. I, w- I was just talking to someone about the real ID, like, let's see, it's 7:30, literally like at 5 something. Like 2 hours ago, I was just talking about the real ID. Um, yeah, yeah. Someone, the person that brought it to my attention a few months ago was like being real aggressive with it, like, making it out to be like this big thing and basically trying to project their fear on me. And I'm just like, look, if that's what we have to get, if we have to get these real IDs, then, if that's what they're requesting that, the Americans get to navigate for whatever the new thing is that they got planned for us, I don't know. It's just, for those of y'all that have been watching me, you already know how I feel about this. I feel like this is just a whole program. This is a whole system that has its structure and setup. And hey, like, I'm just trying to navigate as freely as possible, because at the end of the day, it's not my system. It's not my structure, but I'm in it. And I think the smartest thing to do is to operate in a way that allows you to move with the least amount of resistance while being within this system. So yeah, it's like, okay, whatever they, now vaccines, that's another story. I'm not talking about like getting shots and none of that. But like when it comes to IDs and all of that, it's like, hey, if you have a goal to, if you want to fly somewhere and you know that you need this thing, this ID to get to that place, what I was saying earlier in the conversation was, I don't want to I don't want to be looked at as the person that's causing the issue with the rules. It's like, okay, this is what I need to make my move. All right, fine. Y'all want a real ID? Let me just go get one, and so I can do what I need to do. But I feel like when you're in tune with yourself and following, your inner guidance and your intuition and whatever you want to call that thing that lets you know when to do something, when not to do something, if you're in tune with that, then you'll know what to do and what not to do in any situation that comes your way, regardless of who has set the situation up for you. And I don't know, that's how I navigate, and it works for me. I don't know if it's going to work for everyone else, but it seems to be the path of least resistance when it comes to being within this place that we're in. Really? They closed the cafeteria? No, you all cannot eat lunch together. You cannot eat lunch with your friends. Really? So, okay, so basically, like, we gonna need to do some type of underground railroad type thing. Like, we gonna have to, like, have secret gatherings underneath the ground. Is that is that what it's coming to? Like, what? Oh man, I probably should get off of here, because like, I don't. I told you I don't have the right personality for this. Did I miss something? Oh, I didn't even. Okay. You typed that before I put my email in. Trump stated a recommendation of groups of of 10 or less. The officials are all over the place with the numbers, though. Canada has shut down borders. Canada and Trump came to that agreement during government mandated shutdown. Small businesses with 500 or less employees by law must receive 40 hours pay. Oh, okay. So if your government is suggesting shutdowns, most likely they don't want to pay out the wages. Huh. The word that's going around is that this virus was created in order to come up with a vax that will contain a microchip they will oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Mm, that makes a lot of sense. And then at the same time, I do feel like um it's so easy to implant people with chips already. It's like, how do we know that, we aren't already microchipped? It's because I mean, I have too many things in my brain. I don't know. Just let me just stop. um Economic system is resetting. Yeah, that word reset, yeah, that's been I've been feeling that. 150 have died from the coronavirus, yet we have lost thousands to the common flu. Now, where is the real emergency? Yep. And other things that, people stay in the hospital and emergency rooms for. You should see the video footage of them spraying down the subway systems. So now they want to spray down the subway systems, even though the subway system's been smelling like pee pee, been disgusting. Now they want to spray them down. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, they're supposed to be doing a stimulus package that will pay out. What? So, so is that something that is an option for people? So is it like, okay, you have the option of like taking this stimulus package, but if you take it, you won't get your taxes back next year. Is that what that is? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Wow. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say. Allegedly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's just it's like it's too much. It's I guess when when you don't have any trust in like the government and what media tells you, it's like what's that story, the boy who cried wolf? It's like if they're telling the truth, you're so used to them lying, you just don't even you don't pay attention to anything that they're saying anymore because you don't know what to believe. um and that's just how I feel. I don't know, like I feel like I'm just standing on the outside, like just watching, how things play out, but not getting too involved. This will change everything. One big experiment. Yeah, that's I was having that conversation yesterday with someone. That is, it's like let's see how the humans respond to this one. Let's see what they do. Let's see how they react. Definitely an experiment. Mass manipulation. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I might do that. I might do that. Yeah. But everyone on here is good, right? Everyone on here is coronavirus free and, you know, feeling good, eating well, in good spirits, right? Yes, yes. I know Daryl is at peace. He is at peace. Yeah, me too. Me too. If you haven't been tested, you don't know. Yeah, Rogue Scholar. Right. Yeah, that's how I feel. Okay, Tony. All right, Tony. Yeah. I don't know anyone either who's been impacted by anything new. I know, of course, I'm sure we all have people somewhere in our family that, are suffering from some other stuff that they've been dealing with for a long time. But yeah. 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 I I kind of agree with that or resonate with that. Yeah. Yes, it's definitely a the consciousness spectrum, is definitely showing itself during these times. People that are at different levels of awareness and consciousness. Um, like you can see the people who are just completely pulled in and just are believing everything that's being thrown at them, and then the people that are not, and then like the people in between, the people that are like on the fence between like, okay, I'm kind of nervous, but then it's like they're questioning things. It's interesting. In states where Walmart sells ammo, heard some reports say they will not sell ammo. I'm not surprised at that. About to make some snacks. Great time to invest in stocks. Really? Because I think, Tony, didn't you say that the stock market is like closing or something, or like, I don't know. I don't know. See longer, and for the people to feel like he should be reseated. Mm. Wow. About to light these trees and give thanks for everything and all the great moments and learning moments in life. We are sentient life spirits. Hey, all right, be express. Put it in the air. Yeah. That's so interesting. So it's so the stock, like, just thinking about like the stock market closing, like how does that happen? Like, you always hear about like the stocks being up or down in certain areas, but for it to just close, like, it's weird. Trees, yeah. That's the best time to hop on it. See, I don't know anything about that world, about the stock world, so I'm just naturally thinking if the stock market is closing, then investing in something, I don't know, it doesn't, I don't, I would need more information to understand how that would be beneficial, because I don't know anything about it. Gypsy, what's going on? How you doing? It's been a long time, but I'm glad you stopped by. People in the stock market office have tested positive for the virus, so they're shutting it down. Yeah, I can believe that because they're definitely in large numbers and in very close proximity to each other, and it's a lot of movement, a lot of stuff flying around with them, from my understanding. You said, well, they can never shut it down per se. People are always maneuvering, move money around through stocks, being that everything is either frozen or being sold for cheap. Oh, now's the time to buy. Oh, okay. So, what would you have you invested in stocks before, or are you investing now? Matter of fact, I don't even know if that's like a personal question. So if it is, like, my bad. But if you don't mind, like, what do you feel would be a good thing to invest in at this time, or to buy, or however it goes? Like, what do you see being like a come up with the stock market at this time? Inferno. That sounds familiar. Hmm. It sounds real familiar. If I saw it, I don't remember. So I'm gonna just say no. I'm gonna say no. I haven't seen it. Is it is it connected to like what's going on now in real life? Get ready for your ATM not to work. I don't think they want to do that one. I don't know. I don't think they want to do that one. Watch Containment on Netflix. Wow, I don't have television. I don't have Netflix. I don't have any type of movie um thing. I think what is it like? You got Netflix, Hulu. I don't even know any other ones, but I don't have none of that. Like, I don't have nothing. So anything that I wanted to get media wise, I would have to like get it from just the internet, like you looking stuff up on YouTube or reading articles. But I would have to like actually go and like look for it, unless something popped up like in my YouTube recommendeds that would make me say like, oh, that's going on, or let me look into it. But I don't know. It's the third in Dan Brown series. It stars Tom Hanks as the main character. He's been the first to be injected with the really. Wow. Thanks, Gypsy. Yeah, I might look into that just so I can get a good laugh out of it. You said video call you, and you I can watch with you and the fam. Oh, we're gonna have a movie night. Okay, I gotta sit myself down first. I gotta like get myself to sit down somewhere and like be able to engage. But thank you for that invite. Like, I would I would be open to that. I would be open to that when I sit down somewhere. Transportation companies, medical companies. Oh, okay, okay. Mm, yeah. So okay, I have an idea that I personally have just kind of been feeling about this whole thing, and I've been sharing it with a few people. So this is, and I feel like this could be one out of multiple things that is a part of this situation. But you know how we are used to having access to things to where we kind of take it for granted. Like we don't think about what if we didn't have access to, our favorite stores or restaurants and all of these things that are always available to us. And then one day it's snatched away. And I think about someone who's like addicted to something, someone who's on like a drug or something like that. And if they constantly have access to being able to get their fix and then it's just snatched away, then there's like a panic that takes place. And the longer they don't have that thing that they need, there's like a buildup of anticipation. And I forgot who talked about the rioting and all of that, but there's this buildup of anticipation and frustration. And I feel like in looking at things from the perspective of this is a capitalistic society that we're in. So the quote unquote powers that be, what are they gaining from stopping so much money from flowing on a daily basis all around America right now? And what I feel is that you catch the humans off guard, you snatch away all of their goodies, and you make them sit. And they start getting antsy, they get frustrated, they build up that anticipation. And then once, in 2 weeks or whenever they're supposed to reopen the restaurants and the bars and all of that, I feel like once that happens, people are going to like explode back onto the scene, and in a way to where they end up spending their money frivolously, like spending way more money than what would be spent in this 2-3 weeks that everything is like shut down. And I don't know, what do y'all think about that? Because it's I don't know, like I've experienced that to where like I might, find something that I like to eat or a drink. And when I go to the store and it's not there, it's like, dang, like, and I'm waiting for it to come back. And then when I see it again, I get like 2 or 3 packs of it. Just so it's like, okay, I'll make sure I got some of this. And I just feel like that's what's going to happen on like a mass level when things reopen. I feel like people are going to, it's almost going to be like people come back celebrating. And from my understanding, this is like tax season as well. So people are like getting, their money and all of that. So it's almost like all of the money that people are getting back is somehow going to be put right back into the government, when things reopen, because people are going to come out and be like, girl, they done open back up the restaurants. Let's go out. Let's, do this. Let's do that. Let's buy the bar. Let's, just buy up all the food. I just feel like that's going to be the returning energy. And it's just going to be a lot of money that is like thrown out there because of the the snatching away of people's goodies. So I don't know. That's how I feel. Somebody look, everybody on here knows everything about what's going on in the world. And I'm learning. I'm the student on this. Like, everyone's been teaching me about the coronavirus, about, all of the shutdowns and all of the conspiracy theories. I've learned a lot. So, yeah, you missed a lot, but at least you can go back and, start from the beginning and get all of the doses of information. Let me put it like this. If you made a map of America and you put red spots on the infected areas, as of 12 last night, the whole East Coast is covered in red. I don't know. I don't know, Jules. I just feel like just the whole America should be covered in red. I don't know. I don't know. It's an attempt to restructure the entire economic global system. Yep. Yeah, that's what everyone was saying earlier, feeding off the fear. Remember what they do in events like Katrina in Puerto Rico. They block supplies of medical attention on purpose. Artificial scarcity. Yeah. Yeah. And even with all of that, see, the people on here are thinking, are using their thinking caps and thinking on a deeper level about everything. But when you look at the masses and the majority of people, I just feel like a lot of people are just going to go right back. Like, I don't know. They're just going to go right back to the way things were. I don't feel like people are going to I don't feel like the majority of people are going to take heed to this, because they're not even thinking as deeply as a lot of you all are about the situation. So I feel like people are going to dig deeper holes for themselves once everything, quote unquote, returns to normal, or, whatever the next phase is of this. Because there's so many aspects of our lives being affected by this that it's just hard to fathom them continuing this for like a long period of time. Like, I feel like things are going to be implemented, and I can see the setup for other things happening, but I'm thinking about the reactions of people. Like, do they really want to deal with the madness? Like, people, because right now it's almost like it's a quiet compliance with everyone. But if they do too much and agitate the people who, I just see way too many people that just out of frustration and anger, despite whatever their level of awareness is, I just see the anger, the frustration, the agitation leading up to a lot of rebelliousness that don't know. It's like, do they really want to do that? Like, do they really want to deal with that? Because even the military, the military and the police and task force, they're being affected. Because even though they're part of that, those are still regular people, in those uniforms that are still not getting access to stuff at grocery stores, and they're still dealing with the same thing. So it's like, I don't know, my thoughts are not all the way together about this. I'm just kind of like trying to talk things out and hope that they make sense, but I don't know. I don't know. They're trying to start another war, decrease the population, fear of former witchcraft. Again, the herd mentality will do exactly as they are expected to do. Quiet before the storm. Humanity has spread to all four corners of the earth, wreaking havoc and systematically destroying the animals, plant life, oceans, lands, rainforests. Sounds like a virus to me. Yeah. Seems like they want to purge 425 million in World Bank catastrophe bonds set to default if Corona. Mm. Yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot. I don't even know what direction to like go in. I just feel like everyone who is able to connect to that higher consciousness should just like put the majority of their energy and their attention into feeling as good as possible in their bodies. And that's what I always talk about for myself. Like, while I'm here, I don't know what's next. I don't know what's coming in the system. But the one thing that always remains at the top of my list is to make sure that I feel as good as possible in my body in as many moments of my experience as I can. Because if you don't feel good in your body, then when things come like this, it's so easy to get pulled in and to be vulnerable and susceptible to feeling even worse. So at least if you're feeling as good as you can and in the best of spirits, then whatever comes to you, it's like you can deal with it better. And I feel like that's, if there's any type of weapon that you would need in situations like this, I feel like that's like the strongest thing to have is to feel as good as possible, have your energy not be drained, be well rested. Like Daryl says, be at peace as much as possible. That's, I just can't think of anything else. because everything else is just like mentally is just exhausting and overwhelming, and it's like dealing with that and then not feeling good within yourself. It's like that's a setup for failure. Russia. I don't know. So what does Russia have to do with anything? And again, like I'm not into politics. I'm not like that's why, I could just be real ignorant on this because I'm not into any of that stuff. So I don't know what Russia has to do with anything. Like I just don't know what's going on in that realm. So you said Russia don't play that. You'll really know anything that's going on within the red square. See, I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what red square means. What does that mean? Is so Russia is the red square? I don't. What is Russia's role in whatever is going on? Whatever is, I don't know. In 2017, the World Bank designed a new way to raise money. Pandemic emergency financing bonds. Okay. $125 million worth of such bonds, which bet against a global outbreak of infectious diseases and will default if WHO declares a. Oh my God, this is a lot. This is such a lot. Such a lot. And what about the cure? Are we sure it's not going to turn folk into zombies? I don't know. I remember when they put terrorist insurance on Twin Towers before they took it down. I did hear something about that. Oh, okay. Oh, said the Russians don't speak. Be smart, be safe, do your homework, and you'll be good. Have a good night, y'all. I got to get something to eat. All right. Thanks for all that information, Jules Petty. You came through. Came through and enlightened me. And I'm sure some other people on here because I don't know what's going on. Absolutely learn how to use all of your features in your inner technology. Yes. Kobe. Kobe number 33 put up in Philly when LeBron broke his record, and Kobe was buried in Corona Del Mar. What? Why was number 33 put up? If I'm not mistaken, that wasn't Kobe's number, right? His number wasn't 33. What does that mean? But he was buried in Corona Del. What? Really? What is this? What's going? Oh, his high school number. Okay. They put up his high school number, 33. Yeah, I have to I have to process that. I mean, I get it. I can't respond to that right now, but because I'm already putting pieces together with that. But why was he buried there though? Like, what? No, what was the explanation for why he was buried there? That's my question. Yeah, what was their explanation for that? Okay, I mean I'm not surprised at that. Now that I know that information, I just wonder uh what what their what their explanation was to why they buried him there. You know you won't get no love, but you thought the whole Kobe thing was yeah, yeah. I think after people got over the emotional aspect of it and just the shock of it, a lot of people started to, like really start thinking about it and putting pieces together. And a lot of people have acknowledged that it wasn't like just an accident, especially after that cartoon that cartoon that had already came out. You know, come on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that cartoon to me is very similar to the twin towers being on that deck of cards, like the burning twin towers. um like it was actually a lot of different things. I can't think of them right now, but it was a lot of different things that showed the twin towers burning, like way before it actually happened. So yeah, it's all in the same realm. Yeah, y'all, this is it's a lot. It's overwhelming. So yeah, I don't don't know when I'm gonna go live again. I want to do it soon, um, sooner than later. But I want to get some more dialogue going. Not necessarily about just this, but other things as well. I just gotta plant myself. Let's see. From sports, including Scream, Giant John Wayne died in 1979. Wayne, like Bryant, was living in Newport Beach at the time of his death. Mm, Corona Del Mar Cemetery. I I'm just out of words. I am out of words. Right. Exactly. Exactly. That was definitely a manifestation because I wanted to like kind of hear what people had to say, and he came through with the info, and Tony did too. I think Tony is gone now, but yeah, yeah. This is it's just a lot. It's just a lot of. I just feel like I don't have the capacity sometimes to take all of it in, even though it's you recognize certain things. It's like it's just easier to be like, let that stay over there because it's too much. It's just too much. So yeah, anybody else? Because I'm tapped out. I'm tapped out. I don't even have anything else to say for real. Because it's just I don't know what to say. Yeah, that'll do it. The last 25 years. That'll do it. Right, it's too much, but that's exactly what they want you to feel or want. Yeah, yeah. And I think instinctively, like I know that, which is why I'm just like whenever something just explodes onto the scene, and I've always been like this. Like whenever it's something that is getting a lot of attention, I have never felt comfortable like diving into it. I've always felt like let me go the other way or like watch from a super distance because I just feel like it's always something else going on when everyone is looking in a certain direction. And I'm always thinking more about that other direction. Oh, Love is always here for you. Love and light to you and the family. Peaceful rest. Thank you, Gypsy. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, all of that. All of that. That's why I'm gonna be right in that energy right there. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and move along. Oh, B Express. B Express is he's done his duty for the night. Thank you for coming through and sharing all of that. Cause yeah, I was not aware. But yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by. Um I'm glad I was able to make this happen because I definitely had some issues at first, but thanks for coming through and sharing your info and your perspectives and everything. I learned a lot tonight. Now I got to process everything. How about I was saying that too, Daryl. I was saying that the last few days. I'm like, dang, like mentally I wanted to feel guilty for not being involved in any of this and not feeling any type of way. But I'm like, I can't help how I feel. It's like I trust that if I'm supposed to feel something like bothered or feel, like I need to engage in this, I I just trust that, I would be moved to do so. But I actually, you know, said that to myself. I'm like, damn, is something wrong with me? Like, am I being too pessimistic, or am I being ignorant? Like, I was really questioning myself, like, dang, like, why do I not feel anything about this? But yeah. Yes, thank you everyone. Rose Scholar, peace. Thank you for coming through again. Yeah, so guess we'll guess continue to see how things unfold with this, and yeah. Yeah, right now I'm still where I'm at, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I hope you all have a good night and continue to enjoy your experience here on planet Earth. And yeah, just I don't know, take it moment by moment, day by day, and see what happens. And I'll again try to do another stream sooner than later. And I'll talk with you all soon. For your mind to shine.